Okay, alright, so I have not streamed in a while, and since I've made some changes in my life, I have gotten rid of a lot of my old live streams. So this is the beginning of, well, the next, like, big thing I'm gonna be live streaming. A long time ago, I had, what's it called? I had like a million streams on Peaks of Yore when I was trying to be, when I was beating Ymir's Shadow, and when I was also beating, what's it called? Bulwark and Tempest. Man, I haven't touched the game in a while. Um, that's embarrassing. Anyways, though, what's it called? So I've been working on a level like non-stop recently because I've been loving Limbus Company. I haven't been playing it as much recently, but it is still a genuinely fun game, and for some reason, when I finished Canto IV, I just really loved the story of it and like how it all looked. So I got Dongbek's like the orchestral Spice Bush song, and I'm using it in the background of the level I'm making right now. It's called Distorted Past, and it's on everything like Dongbek, Spice Bush, Dongang Who Denies All, and then finally Farm Watch. Kind of locking in. On an easy demon, you cannot lock in on an easy demon, dude. It's not that hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more attempt. And then we're actually going to start building. But as I was saying, I've been working non-stop on this level because like I haven't made a Geometry Dash level in a long time, and it is super fun. I've been trying to come up with like better gameplay, better effects, and in my opinion, this is like the best level I've ever made. That's not a very high bar to set. Well, I mean, I removed all my old levels because, you know, I moved accounts because I had a bunch of no-clip completions. Like, I completed, for example, Bloodbath. I didn't. That was no-clip. I just kind of forgot to beat it. So now this account is all legitimate, and I'm starting this new level. I've already made like a couple layouts to Limbus Company songs, but this is the one that really just, I don't know, I really enjoy making. Alright, Luckin. Huh. Yeah. Um, favorite that I just play it later. Alright. So, this is actually going very well. Oh, hold on a second. Stream's current bitrate is lower than whatever. So I don't have any block design like at all. There's zero block design. It is just effects and backgrounds right now. And transitions. And like this is the only like kind of block design. It's the little portal you see when you enter the dungeon. So I don't really know where I'm gonna start because what I've been level is I've been very sporadic with the way I've building things. It's I build a background for a part I enjoy, and then I make an effect, and then I work on like the camera movement, and then I do more. I work on the layout, and then I make a background. This is the first background I made, and I mean, there's not really much to add to it because if we look at, let me see if I can do application for this. And so in the chat, thanks for that. I appreciate that. If I can do window capture, yes, there we go. Windows for a little bit. So this is what this is based around this, and there's not much to put because you've got the factory buildings, you've got the clouds, and you've got the fields. There's not much more to do. And then the ending. I really just feels like awesome to play. Where's my mouse? Okay, I think I have to get rid of the window capture. It just messing. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay. This part feels awesome to play. Let me just put down some start pauses. Then that's the ending right there. Okay, yeah, so I just woke up like a couple hours ago, but I've really been wanting to stream this, so and this is like the new kind of gameplay I've been trying to make. This part used to be a crazy that little like duel right there was a crazy choke point until I like hard nerfed it. Yeah, maybe we should. I don't know if I should make that a duel. I don't think there's a need to make it a duel. And then you've got the end screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some start pauses to the rest of the level. I just want to play through the level real quick and like not only just to show it off to the stream, but to also like get ideas on what to do. For getting better, I mean, so I've been playing this game for years. This is a new account of mine. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I had no clip completions, accidental ones of like bloodbath and stuff on my old account, so I moved. I mean, the best thing I can recommend is like um just starting off with the easy stuff. If your best is dash, then shoot for something simple like white space or the nightmare. The easiest level. That's where you start off. That's where like everybody starts off. And when you start there, it gets progressively harder, so you can get better. But it's like depending if you're on like an iPad or something. I'm on a computer. It's super easy to play on a computer. I have like high frame rate and everything. But if you're on like a little like a tablet or a phone, it's pretty hard to play. But I mean, I started off not being able to play like Death Moon, like some of the simplest easy demons. And then now I'm like pushing. I have like 72% in some extreme demons right now. So I mean, it takes a while, but I mean, it's like any game. You just have to wait a little bit to get better. I made this part like all in one night yesterday, but I'm loving the how it looks. That transition is always a killer for me. Because this is a horrible habit. Every single time I set the start pause for here, I make it one times and I always die. This part, like, there's nothing for it yet. Absolutely nothing. As far as like, it feels empty, but that's kind of the way I'm shooting for. Because like, there's not much to put in it. The background is just buildings, fields, and clouds. Oh, I messed it up. Yeah, that part's still hard to play. And then you got the little end screen right there. That's like the first time I've ever used a spawn loop in any of this stuff. And then at the end, I also have a whole other section put out for the lyrics that happen in the Fly Broken Wings song. So I'm gonna have to use a spawn trigger to make every single one of these slowly fade in, which it might be a little tough, but hey, we got this. I don't know if right now I want to start working on block design or if I want to work on more backgrounds because I feel like I'm happy where this is. I really like what I did with the sun rays coming in between each set of clouds. I really love the way that looks. It's just I don't know. Is it just gonna be like a bunch of rocks and bushes for the block design? I don't know. I still need to structure it. This is just like a layout. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. This is probably gonna be like in a cave with some openings because if you look in the Dominic Vice Push fight, that's it's gonna be like a super long hallway. That's all it really is. Because when you play this part in the story, you're in a building, and then this thing like transition. Oh, you're spamming in the doors, and boom, you burst out into the open. I'm not really good at transition. Kind of just like fading white, but I'm gonna try my best to make it look cool and just like connect it with the rest of the level. So that means uh, do about like the same with this. These are default blocks, but I just stretched them out and I actually made them look like a floor. So we're gonna find the ones that look like planks. That's 2.9. I want way more back. Planks. Okay, either no, I think it has to be these ones. These, yeah, those are the only planks. Okay, so then what it is, it's you just find the four that connect. I need to go to the part where it's like this actually works. This is gonna be like there's gonna be two entry points to this part. So this is gonna be a door opening to a hallway, and then this is gonna be where like the actual thing starts. You go through it, and then little corridor made of wood and all, and then you actually get into it. So okay, I think I should get some music going in the background because I'm here like doing nothing. I'm gonna be talking, but there's gonna be like nothing going on besides that. So let me find a soundtrack that sounds good. And I feel like the Limbus Company is just like, okay, Limbus Company's soundtrack is like awesome. I love the soundtrack. It is absolutely amazing. But I don't know if you guys want to hear like Dante with the header in the background. I'm thinking the Subnautica soundtrack, but I don't really know about that. I'm thinking about the games I play. I mean, Good Kid is always a good option. I don't know. That's like upbeat music. What do I play? And what's the OST for it? The Destiny soundtrack sounds way too majestic. Not the Peaks of Your soundtrack, no. Because the Oppenheimer soundtrack, it's a banger nonetheless. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put the Subnautica soundtrack on. Um, or we can make a little playlist. Yeah, okay, we're gonna make a playlist for this. I had an old stream music playlist, but I kind of just got rid of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add two soundtracks. I'm gonna add the sub. Oh yeah, add a playlist. Okay, and then the Undertale soundtrack. Just very generic, but they're you can't go wrong with them. That's the thing. Okay, let's see what. Okay, well, hold on. We have to put this on shuffle. What are we gonna get? That's okay. Shuffle. There's no shot. Okay, that's awesome. That is not bad at all. For the first song, Home. I'm not upset about that at all. Okay, yeah, it's really. Oh, it's like all Undertale to start off with. Oh yeah, okay. There's more. What's it called? More Undertale than Subnautica. Okay. So we have to find the blocks that connect. Well, like, don't they all connect? Yeah, they basically all connect. What is this block, by the way? This is like the block that doesn't connect with anything. Is it something? Okay, so then we have these, and then set the colors for this part, and it's just gonna be more shades of brown. They're so brown at this level, and it's so hard to distinguish anything from itself. I mean, I'm just going about using old colors. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So the next thing we do is we stretch it out, make it long, and we warp it. Well, no, we should do this first. And then you just do a little bit of flipping, because with these ones, it doesn't matter how they are. They just kind of always connect. Let's go in there, do some random flipping. I'm not going to flip them vertically, but horizontal is fine. See, that looks good. No, maybe do a little bit like right there. And then some right there. Yeah, okay, that's good. So then, probably want to copy it again. And then we warp it to be super, like, short like that. Yeah, and then we can just, like, stretch this out. This is, like, the long... I want to say it's the longest part of the level. This is probably the longest part of the level. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's all the background we needed, so... I mean, I think we're safe just copying it one more time. Okay, so... I think... How many objects is that gonna be? Okay, if we copy that... Oh, it's like 1,000, dude. Maybe not. Maybe not. How many Discord DMs? Okay, no, I just gotta... Oh, you know, I'm not even on, Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So then, right now, it's just gonna be a generic inside, but everything has a sepia and a camera lens flow over it, so that... Here, I'm just gonna put the start process here, because start process switcher works weird in the editor. Because as you can see right here... Okay, I need to turn that down, dude. It's a little loud. Why are there transparent squares over the sliders? As you can see, everything is sepia and brown. Then this can be like you're speeding up and you break out into the outside. I feel like one thing I need to do is I need to add slopes that like recorrect you so that you see the background the way I want you to see it. So then maybe right here we're gonna add some of these. I hope that doesn't kill you. I'm gonna put some like more right there just in case. So then we spam D and H blocks all over these so that the wave doesn't die, you don't die. I don't know what I was thinking with those wave parts. It kind of goes like easy demon to hard demon in like a split second. Okay, I like how you fly into the grass, but I think that's too much right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and move all of this up. It's gonna go up one. Okay, this stream is starting off good, dude. We're getting a lot of good music. And I think we only have to put D blocks there. Because there's no icon. There kind of is, so just... Yeah, see, this is the way the level has been made. It's very sporadic. Like, I noticed one thing. I noticed one thing that I want to do, so I go and do it immediately. That's still a little too high. So is like the center? Okay, that's the place I originally had it. Is that the way we want to go? If we can get this solved, then I'll be happy. And then we can finally start working on the part I wanted us to start working on. I don't know if that's too far in there. When we're done with this part, I promise we're gonna go, like, play the rest of the level. I really like how you, like, go into the grass, though. Oh, come on, man. Why have I been failing at that, obviously? Okay. So now we can actually start working on this part. I don't know. What is this song? I haven't heard so many of these songs. I haven't played Undertale in, like... I do not want to listen to this. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... I just feel like listening to Subnautica music right now, so I'm just gonna play it from the beginning. You cannot go wrong with the Subnautica soundtrack. Alright, so next, I don't really know if there's like a more log looking block. I don't really think there is. And it was like all wood, the house, I remember. So, I might just have to do like a bunch of woods and change the tone up. Okay, well, let's work on the wall now. Um, it's just got to be a couple of these every now and then. Maybe we can just copy and paste it twice. And then just use some of these old colors. I have so many browns because of the part that comes after this. We just paste it right there. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. So then we have to make the part that goes around it. And it's just gonna be like this. It's gonna be more wood, but I don't know if we should make it. Okay. This part. What if we just... What if we just... Like, I'm making things a lot harder than they need to be. Yeah, that looks perfect. That's not bad at all. Yes, copy and paste, but like... It works. It works surprisingly well. Just get rid of all that stuff, and then just switch it around some more, just to make sure it's like variated, because we're gonna be copy and pasting this whole thing. Dude, yeah, these ads are awful. Do not care. Let's call it June, man. Okay. Actually, I'm contemplating making these like a little bit of a darker tone. I think we'll keep the light shade of the floor. Oh wait, that's awesome. Copy and paste. Yeah, look at that. And just flip it around. Give it some variation again. Oh wait, no, we just have to do this. And then we can just... This is all we need for this part. But oh wait, though, there's also a ceiling. We're gonna have to work with that. Which all that's gonna be is just copy and pasting the floor and just flipping it. Copy, flip, and then we just make it the same colors as the planks or the support beams. I don't know what color channels I use. Oh, no, not those, not those. Is there like oh there's blending in there, that's why. Okay. 6 and 13. 6, 13. Yes, there we go. Look at this. Look at this part coming together already. And there's not going to be a lot of moving because you're moving through everything at like the same rate. So there's no need to. I'm going to turn the grid off for a little bit. I just want to take a look at it without the grid. Yeah, this is what you're going to be going through. I feel like we could go to like squish this a little more. We flip it. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I like that. Do we make you're moving through it at a constant rate. It's like a hallway, so there isn't much of a need to make it like make things move at a different rate. It's kind of just yeah. There's nothing really need to do. Okay, so let me get some reference again. I'm not gonna open Limbus Company, but I'm gonna look at the dungeon and see the images because I remember that it was just like it was wood, the parts we were fighting in. Oh, okay. There's some things I need to change. Okay, so the floor was actually like the walls were. Okay. How do I go about texturing this? Because what it actually is, there's a little bit of plank. We're gonna go ahead and like get rid of all that. We're gonna work on one section at a time. So in the game, it's actually like this, and then there's like it's like a parchment paper or something. Not a house made of parchment paper, but there's like white. It's like a tan, I'd say. And I mean, we might just go with the default block. Just gotta, get to it, size it up, and then now we can finally add another color channel to the part where it's meant to be. It's just like yellow. It's like a very dull yellow. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then I think we should just copy a layer from this, grab a little layer from that, and move it up. That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And I feel like we should switch the colors of these two. It's because if you look in the reference, it's what's it called the parts beneath the wall are actually brighter. So we are gonna have to do a lot of color changing. So what is this? This is 9 and 6. So right here. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I should have thought ahead. I was already thinking about changing the colors. Now I'm doing it. Okay, so it's 9 and 13, right? No, it was. Oh no, it was 9 and 6. Okay. 9 and 6. Move that up. Move it out of the way. What are you? You are 57 and 5. 57 and 5. And then you are 9 and 6. Okay. 9, 6. So we can move this back down, move this back in place. Man, that was an awful voice crack. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, so Lime Dev, thanks for the sub, man. Okay, so this is basically one segment of the hallway. What is going on here? Oh, that's just the part where there's nothing. Okay, so this is one segment of the hallway. I don't know. I just don't like the color of the floor. I think it needs to be like a little more red. And then the accents just like don't feel right. Okay, we're gonna make a new color. Oh wait, that's good. So then we do 57, 59 and 57. How does that look? It's a little too similar. What if we do 59 and 57? Hmm? Still a little too similar. Okay, we need a color that differentiates it. I liked what we had going, but I don't really know how to carry on from this point because we need it to be distinguished from itself. Okay, 59 is going to be the detail, and this can be like 6 or something. Okay. Okay, I see it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Thanks, Slime Dev. Yeah. I mean, if you're just stopping in, I can show off a couple of the parts that are coming up so far. We've got this beginning part where you're in like a little forest with an ocean behind it, and then you move on outside, like you're in like the fields with some big factories in the background, and then there's like this little black section where it's gonna be generically glitchy, like little white triangles floating around everywhere. Everything's fragmented, and then you have the ending where it's like a nice sunset, and then you get to the end, work in progress, end screen. You got the lyrics for the song that's related to the game. That's gonna be appearing on the bottom. But as you can see, I've just been sporadically working on what I want to work on. I'm scared to do the block design, but I'm really happy with how the backgrounds are turning out so far. So right now we can basically just copy and paste this because it's segmented. That's how a wall is. It doesn't change. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, and that's all we should need, right? Because this part is longer and okay, let's add like one more section. All right, sweet. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it, man. I love listening to commentary as well. I need background noise whenever I'm doing anything. It's like, speaking of background noise, what happened to the music? Okay, the music got muted out of nowhere. Yeah, but if I'm playing anything, even if it's like something I need to be super locked in for, and like I have to be listening to my teammates or something. If I'm playing Helldivers, I have to have like a podcast on in the background. So next up, I'd like to, if we look at the reference again, there's like little tables and windows in the background. So we're gonna go ahead and make some of those, which it's getting. Oh my goodness, dude! I don't know if this part's gonna look bad because it's so much copy and pasting. It's gonna take these parts and we're gonna make tables out of them now. And then, I mean, we can steal some of these. Definitely, we're gonna rotate them out a little bit and shrink them down. Um, I'd say these will be bottom 3 and bottom 4. Maybe just move it up. So yeah, this is Limbus. If that's, Digglebert, that's what you're asking. Yeah, this is based off Limbus, the end of Canto IV. Got Spice Bush, got the beginning of the dungeon, the Dongering who denies all, then generic glitchy part, and then the Farm March fight. I don't know why, but when I was playing Farm March for the first time, it felt so cool. I specifically remember I was on my phone. I was coming back from like I think the allergist or something. I just got my allergy shots. I get those. And then I open up the ending of the dungeon. I see Pearlium Fatale. Uh-oh. Well, it can't be that bad. Cromer wasn't that bad. And then I see doesn't help, and I was so scared. It's my gosh, scary. Okay. I don't know if I'm really liking these legs. Well, wait. What we can do? Not that. Take some more of these. Do some more copy and pasting. And then we get little like bottoms. Oh, that's a lot better. And then the tables need to be shorter. No one's gonna be working at that table. We'll also add chairs as well. If I were to go about adding the back legs, would I just like... I don't really know how to work with perspective still. Do I have to like do that? I am not making a parallax. I don't know how to make a parallax, so I'm making everything from like a front-on perspective. So I mean, technically, if you're front-on, you wouldn't really be seeing any of this. It'd kind of be like in the background. So I mean, could we just Z-order it back? I don't know what way the Z-orders are. -7. Okay, so beneath -7, right? It would be bottom 4. Oh, that should work right now. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that works. Okay. There we go. That's a table. Um, we need to change the colors actually, because now if we... Oh my goodness, dude. I hate doing that. If we put this on, it's like the same colors as the stuff in the background. Yeah, that's so hard to see. Okay. Like the legs, the legs and how dark they are. That's fine. But we have to go in and change like the little stubs on the bottom and the tabletop. Turn that off while the ad's going. Let me see if I can get my ad blocker going again, because for some reason what happened with the Spotify and the ad breaker or ad blocker, it just like stopped playing after. Alright. So we'll just make these like a little darker, right? Oh, did I do blending? What happened? Oh, that's good. I like that. That's nice. Alright, so we have that. Now I would like to make the next thing there's windows. And they just have like horizontal shutters on them. Those also chairs. We'll have to do those. Okay. So, I mean, we could technically... we will take the border right here, and we'll just make it into a window frame. Because there's not going to be a lot of color in this part. It is shades of brown, and that is it. Yeah, and then we can just copy and paste this again and vertical shutters. And then just to like give it a little bit more detail, I want to put so much detail into this level. We'll give it a little like controller. We'll warp it down, make it lighter, and then copy the last one, warp it some. You're going to stretch you out, and then we make it dark again. Sweet, yeah, that's good. Window. What does it look like from the outside? Okay, so we can just make it like this. The sky is basically just like this bright yellow. So, I mean, we can make it like white almost. Okay, that's bottom 5. So, oh, right, this is all bottom 5. It'll be bottom 4. And then, yeah, there we go. We'll just bring the Z layer, Z order back up on this. Okay, so new color time. It's basically gonna be this, but just duller and it's just closer to white. How close is that compared to this? You cannot tell the difference. It's basically white at this point. Oh, is it beneath it? Oh wait, it might be... Unless it... Is it just that similar of a color? Okay, if we make it white, is it on top? Oh, it is on top, okay. Okay, so then I might just do white with a gradient. Yeah, okay. I can't really do much. The colors are way too similar and they're all bright, so they would all just blend together. So we're gonna make you bottom 4. Wait, no, bottom 5 and you're on top. And it's just gonna be one big gradient. Oh, it's white. That's why I wasn't doing anything. 58. There we go. Okay, so now we have a window and a table with there's chairs and there's also bookshelves. We'll make those. There's lamps as well. Okay, yeah, we're just making a bunch of generic furniture. That's okay. Let's make a chair next because we have the parts to do that with this table already. Working efficiently, man. I don't care if it's copy and pasting. If it looks good in the end, it works. So we'll take a little part of this, and we're gonna squish it down even more. We'll take a leg, and we will squish it some more. Copy and paste, and then take this and that. Take the same part and we stretch it out some, shrink it in some, and then make it darker. No, okay, other way. 6 and 13. Maybe we do 5 and 6. I don't know. I gotta experiment with colors for this. I don't know what's up with 12. I didn't make it blending, but it acts like blending for some reason. Maybe is it because it's the exact color as the background or something? I haven't been working with the 2.2 editor long enough to know. Okay, well that's a chair. And now for a bookshelf. You'll never believe what we're gonna do next. We're gonna copy and paste this, and we're gonna make it into one big square. Well, make it like a rectangle, and then we'll take the border for this. Bottom for it again because I really don't want this to mess up. And you're bottom 3. Okay, you have to be. Okay, be bottom 4. Bottom 4. This will be on top, and then we have to have the books on top as well. So yeah. You can just warp it some. There we go. Just give it borders all around. And then we give it shelves. I have not heard so many of these songs in the Subnautica soundtrack. Like, okay, I'm not saying it's bad, but like, I was not expecting it to be like this. I mean, it's like completely sci-fi. I don't know what I was expecting. We're gonna do like 13 and 13 for the background. Oh wait, that's really good. I like that. And then for books, stretch it out some. And warp. This will be the page. These will be the pages. And then we'll have like. Oh wait, no. Do I even give them color? If you look in here, what? Okay, yeah, they're all like monotone. So we're just gonna make a couple books. Just make a couple of the colors. I'd say we do 5. That's 4. Yeah, that's the books. That's all you need. And then we make them bottom 3, just so they're guaranteed to go on top. Okay, this is going to be a little tedious, because it's just going to be copy and pasting these books next to each other. I have a feeling maybe I should change up the layers. Oh yeah, no, we cannot do that. This is on the same layer as the layout, and when I actually start structuring, that could go horribly. I have all my backgrounds on like the first 5 layers, so yeah. Okay, so let's go back to layer 2. Table, window, chair, bookshelf. I want one more thing. We'll make it a lamp. Okay. I need some water real quick. So okay. I'm gonna make something to say I'm on break. Scale it up, and then we just save it to custom. What is this? Why is this saved? This is from my old account. What? Wait, this is the... I can't remember the name of the level. Is it? It is this. Okay, so the file's saved over from... Okay, so, okay, I'm gonna see how far I can get on this real quick before I go get water. Um, this is a level about an anime I used to watch called Made in Abyss. And that little thing I had saved was one of the... It was one of the little characters from the show. This is kind of like the aesthetic I'm going for. Like, it's not super high detail, not like Cool Look where it looks realistic, but it's like... You can tell it's made from Geometry Dash objects, but it still looks good. Oh man, this is fun gameplay. This is so flowy. Okay, this part's kind of hard. Dun, dun. Yeah, you can barely see in that part. How's the object count looking? 30,000. This from just the background. Oh yeah, because it needs a lot. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get some water. Alright, and we are back. I did take a little bit because I woke up at noon and I haven't eaten yet, so I went ahead and made myself a little sandwich. Man, I just had to run up the stairs. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so where were we? Right now, we're gonna have uh, I can't get that out of my head because of the friends I'm with. Not a bad thing about them, but every single time I was talking to my friend about I had a pen, so I was telling him, hey man, I lost the cap to my pen. Can you just tell me if you see a cap to a pen anywhere on the floor? And the way me and him looked at each other was disappointing, to say the least. Still talking about two in the big 2-5. Here's my idea to make this faster, actually. We make prearranged setups of these books. And then we can just mix and match these setups. Like there's a set of them leaned up against each other. There's some stacked and leaned up against each other. And we'll just do like a generic, side by side now. And then I want one more thing. We have a stack, we have a vertical stack. We could work off this. We just need we only need to have like a couple of these and we can mix and match them. And it's only going to be like 2 of them per layer. We can just also put a couple of these randomly in here. Wait, what? There we go. We could flip it. And we just, I think we actually copy this and flip it again. 4 stack. Put that right there. And we just scatter some books around. Oh, we can get rid of this. And we can also get rid of this. I feel like we should just leave the bottom open. Alright, and then we can check out what is playing right now. Okay. So, what type of lamps did they have in the dungeon? Oh, mirrors! We also need to add mirrors. Okay, I found a good reference image. Let me just take a second to look at it. Yeah, there's a lamp. Oh, right. Everything is like floating and broken. Right. We'll have to do that as well. There's also like little bits of mirror. So we'll add those little fragments. I'm take a little 2-second break. I need to bite a sandwich. Alright, I'm pooping for like the next 30 minutes, which is probably all the stream is gonna be. I plan to finish this background, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Because it hasn't been that hard to do this so far. Now we just need a lamp, and we'll add like the little floating bits of well, in the level where you actually fight him, I guess there's little floating bits. Okay. So time for a lamp next. We're gonna copy our favorite part. We'll do like 13, 13 for it. Maybe 13, like 13, 6. Maybe 6, 13. Yes. And then we'll take some of these. Is it still bottom 5? No. Huh. Well, Z order's different, so we'll go ahead. It's gonna be white. Oh, we also need to give it like a bottom. So we'll put that there. Nice, nice. And then we'll warp that to be a little like that. And we'll give it these. Nice. And we'll put glow in it just to like make it look like it's a lamp, because it's kind of hard to make to make it look like that unless we do this. Sweet. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I feel like maybe we should make it like um a bit of like that color. That color. And put that on it. Oh, that looks a lot better. Okay. And then the mirror pieces are just going to be white dangling bits. So we'll just like scale it down. Scale it down. We'll combine some of them in some cases. And I think that's all we should need, right? Yeah, okay. And we'll make them like a very dull blue. Okay, I can't even tell that's blue though. A little more blue. Ooh, just a tiny bit more blue. So like right there's the sweet spot. All right, and then all we have to do is just give these little lines on top of them. We'll make them 13. I want this one to go above that one to really just like show off the perspective. And we can just take some of these and give them to the other ones. There we go. Oh, I've been muted for like so long. Oh my goodness. That's so stupid. Okay. I was on. This is so cool. I love the way this looks when it comes together. Let's just hope that like. Oh yeah, it all works. We'll kind of transition another day. Oh man, maybe later today. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. But the one thing I want to do right now is I think we'll like scale it up. Actually, maybe not. And we'll just like dazzle some of these in there. We'll scale it down some more. Oh wait, no. No, 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 no. I think these should be their own group because they're like the foreground. They're technically the foreground because they're in the front. That's the smallest I can make them. Usually I like add one occasionally, but it's gonna be more of them. So we'll just copy and paste this and move it over. And then we'll make it its own group, 31. We'll also do these for 31, but we're gonna make the list like 8,000. Dude, I can't play the level because I'm so stuck up working on so stuck up looking at the what's it called? The graphics. I'm so happy with how this looks. Okay. This might be the end of stream right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna play test what we have so far. This far, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for this background yet. But we'll find out. Oh wait, no, hold on. I need to make everything off. Like, you know, disappear. 30 and 31. Okay. Now I can actually play. Dude, it's hard to play because I'm focusing on the visuals. Oh my gosh, dude. That actually looks so cool. This might be my favorite background yet. Every time I make a new background, it feels like it gets better. Because at first, I thought this part was like super cool, but it's very simple. You're flying through the fields. And then when I made this golden sunset part, it looked awesome to play. I'm gonna run through it. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this part still. I think I need to make the block design for this part first before I make a background, so I can like have something to go off of. And what I did to make everything look like a little more golden is I did a colored lens. What I did to make everything a little more golden there was I did the lens circle effect, and I tinted it so that it was It's called I tinted it so that it was yellow as well, so it gave everything a yellow glow. Oh wow, okay. This is a good song, man. I love this melodic soundtrack. Boom! Distorted past. Man, I'm so happy with how this is. This stream made everything amazing. We're definitely gonna go above the object count with this one. I mean, background though, I don't really know what more there is to do because the main block design idea I have right now is like kind of just crates and like jumping on furniture and stuff. There's not much more to do, like power lines and stuff, of course, like all that. But block design is gonna be a hurdle to get over. But I'm really looking forward to working on it because I cannot level to be finished. This is like the best level I've ever made, like period. Best I've done before this was like a generic 2.1 where you had like generic blocky shapes with a black outline of them and like a blending glow interior. But this is like an actual art level. Well, yeah, I'd call it art because art levels are usually depicted as like super realistic and stuff, but this one I'm still using geometry dash items, blocks, but it still makes everything look good. That love levels. I heard it from I heard this from what was it, Vortrox, and he was watching his 100 Days with Demons video, Extreme Demons video, and his outlook on some levels that use the basic like the regular objects. He loves them, and I agree with them. If you formulate the default objects into a way that makes them good, it looks awesome. And this is what I'm doing. I'm making art out of like the generic objects. There's no like pixel art or anything crazy like Kuluk. I'm not going ham like that, but I'm still happy with how this turned out. Like, look at this. This just looks so cool. Okay, well, I need to go in and There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna get to the first two parts because those are my favorite parts so far. Okay, it's kind of hard to play because the gameplay's a little hard to see, but nonetheless, it's awesome. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, new weekly demon. Okay. Well, that's this stream. It has been so much fun working on this level. And I will either stream tomorrow or stream later today because it is genuinely fun recording the process and it just having like people to chat to as well. But alright, I thank all of you for watching. This has been like a very active stream compared to what I usually do, what I used to do with Peaks of Yore. Alright guys, love you all, peace out and God bless. Have a good one.